If you can hold a plank for more than 2 minutes, there's a surprising chance your core is actually weaker than you think. Sounds crazy, right? Because most people believe a longer plank automatically means a stronger core. It doesn't. In fact, some of the strongest athletes in the world would rather hold a brutally hard 20-second plank than an easy 3-minute one. And the reason why could completely change how you train. Today, you're going to discover the 9 plank mistakes, secretly killing your strength, slowing your progress, and stopping your core from looking and performing the way it should. And trust me, at least one of these mistakes is probably happening every time you plank. Let's find out. Mistake number 1. You're breathing wrong. Most people treat breathing like it's separate from core training. It's not. Your core's job isn't just to hold your body still. Its real job is to stabilize your spine while you breathe, move, and generate force. But the moment a plank gets difficult, many people stop breathing. They hold their breath. Their face tightens, their neck strains, and they think they're bracing correctly. They're not. The strongest cores know how to stay tight while breathing normally. Take a deep breath into your belly. Brace your abs like someone is about to punch you. Then, slowly exhale without losing tension. That's real core control. And here's something most people never realize. Even perfect breathing won't save your plank if you're making the next mistake. Mistake number 2. The dead fish plank. Your body looks like it's in position, but your muscles are asleep. Your abs aren't working. Your glutes aren't working. Your legs aren't working. You're technically planking, but you're not actually training. A plank isn't a waiting game. It's a tension exercise. The goal isn't surviving. The goal is creating as much full body tension as possible. Try this. Pull your elbows toward your toes without actually moving. Immediately you'll feel your abs switch on. Suddenly the plank becomes harder. That's because you're finally doing it correctly. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever felt your neck burning more than your core? If so, this next mistake is probably the reason. Mistake number 3. The shrug monster. As fatigue sets in, your shoulders slowly creep toward your ears. Your traps take over. Your neck works overtime, and your core contributes less. This mistake quietly steals tension from the muscles you're actually trying to train. Instead, push the floor away. Keep your shoulders packed down. Create space between your ears and shoulders. The difference is immediate. Your neck relaxes. Your core activates harder, and your plank becomes stronger. But we're only getting started. Because mistake number 4 is one of the biggest tension killers of all: sleepy legs. Most people think planks are just an ab exercise. Wrong. Elite athletes know a great plank is a full body exercise. Your abs, your glutes, your quads, your shoulders, everything works together. When your legs become passive, tension leaks out of the system. And every tension leak reduces strength. Lock your knees, squeeze your quads, drive your heels back. Turn your body into one solid piece. If your plank suddenly feels twice as hard, that's a good sign. It means you're finally creating real tension. Now here's a mistake almost everybody ignores. Mistake number 5. The skywatch. You lift your head. You look forward, and your neck leaves its natural position. Maybe you're checking the timer. Maybe you're staring at yourself in the mirror. Either way, your alignment suffers. A neutral spine starts with a neutral neck. Keep your eyes focused on the floor. Let your head stay in line with your body. Simple adjustment. Huge improvement. And now we reach the mistake that secretly makes planks easier while convincing people they're getting stronger. Mistake number 6. The human pyramid. The moment the exercise becomes challenging, your hips rise. Suddenly your body forms a mountain shape, and your core workload drops dramatically. Your body loves finding shortcuts, but shortcuts don't build strength. Head, shoulders, hips, heels, keep them aligned. One straight line. Every second spent there creates more benefit than minutes spent cheating. Now let's look at the opposite problem. Mistake number 7. The pregnant snake. Instead of lifting your hips, they sink toward the floor. This places unnecessary stress on your lower back. Meanwhile, your abs stop doing their job. The scary part? Many people don't even notice it's happening. They keep holding the position, thinking they're building a stronger core. In reality, they're building bad habits. Squeeze your glutes, brace your abs, keep your pelvis neutral, protect your spine. Train smarter, not longer. Now here's a mistake that looks harmless, but has a massive impact on performance. Mistake number 8. Lazy shoulder blades. Most people simply hang between their shoulders. Their shoulder blades collapse, their upper body switches off, and overall stability decreases. Strong planks require active shoulders. Push the floor away aggressively. Feel your upper back engage. Feel your serratus muscles activate. Attack the ground. Don't just rest on it. That small change can instantly make your plank more effective. And now, we've reached the biggest mistake of all. The one that fools almost everyone. Mistake number 9. The clock worshiper. This person judges success entirely by one thing. Time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But your muscles don't care about a stopwatch. They care about challenge. If your plank lasts forever, it may no longer be difficult enough to stimulate improvement. And easy exercises rarely create strong adaptations. That's why advanced athletes increase difficulty instead of duration. Hard-style planks, long lever planks, weighted planks. These variations demand more tension. More tension creates more strength, and more strength creates better performance. Remember this. A perfect 30-second plank filled with maximum tension beats a lazy 5-minute plank every single day of the week. The average person trains to survive the exercise. The disciplined athlete trains to master it. That's the difference. One stays stuck. The other transforms. So be honest with yourself. Which of these 9 mistakes have you been making? Because awareness creates change. Correction creates progress. And consistent effort creates transformation. Fix these mistakes. Create more tension. Train with purpose. And build the kind of core that doesn't just look strong. It performs like one. Now get down on the floor. Test your plank again. And this time, make every second count.